to be honest. Just taking it day by day, growing with the defense. We got to go through those growing pains as well, whether that, we make mistakes on the field, just getting back in the film room, correcting it, addressing it, and moving on. So fall camp's been pretty good.
What are some of the things that as a position group you all have been trying to focus on?
I think we've just been trying to focus on the fundamentals. It all comes down to the simple basics, whether that's a line, a sign, and getting your gap. So when it comes down to that, that's the only thing we've really been working on is just the basics. Everything else is going to come after that once you know how to do your job.
Your leaderships continue to come up a lot over the course of the year. Just what does it mean to you that people notice that about you and how you approach things?
I think, on a personal level, I've taken leaps and bounds in that area. Coming in, I thought I was a leader by example. And, talking with Sleeve and being able to learn how to be a leader vocally and be able to implement that on the field, I think I've taken, leaps and bounds, like I said, in that area. And, some of the guys, being able to band some of the guys together, being able to squeeze that extra step out of them to finish practice, or, we got to finish it like it's the fourth quarter. So I think my leadership skills, I've definitely taken a step in the right direction.
What does Sleeve talk to you about when you have those conversations?
He just talks about, leadership is nothing but just being a great teammate. Like, just, hey, come on, like, you can do this, you can do that, you can, here's how you can perfect your technique. He talks about, you see something, you say something. So, like, you see something, you see somebody doing the wrong thing, you see something that can be corrected. Like, what type of teammate would I be to not say something? You feel me? So.
Coach said it felt like you've been here already for 4 or 5 years. Does it feel that way for you since you've been here?
Honestly, I'll say the guys on the team have really made me feel like that. It feels like home here, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah.
What were your impressions of Alex Bray so far?
Man, motor, the energy, hard worker. Like, you got everything you want in Alex Bray. Big dude, and he's always going to work. He's always going to, we always go do extra work. We always get film, man. And I always kind of talk to him and just kind of, we work on some things, kind of talk back and forth of what he sees, what I see, and, what we can perfect in both of our games.
You guys have different body types, you have different backgrounds. What value can that provide that you have the kind of two different play styles on your end of the line?
Versatility, that creates mismatches on the edge. Maybe one play I'm hitting somebody with speed, the next play he comes in and he's hitting them with power. So I think, just being able to switch up the versatility and the different play styles kind of creates mismatches on the offense.
He talked about how close you guys have become. Like, how quickly did that bond sort of get formed?
Well, I said in the spring, like, we started hosting, like, having film at my apartment and just all sitting together as a group and watching film and really being able to hone in on the details. Just take that extra 1% forward after practice or, even before we go out for practice. And like hanging out, we all go out to eat together. We're all giving each other rides and we're always with each other no matter what. Like, it's really a family.
Leroy Harris has received some positive praise during the fall. What have you seen from him?
Man, motor. One thing is the length for sure, like, and his pass rush bag, and he's always willing to work, and that's just like that. You could ask nothing more of a guy is your attitude and effort.